Join us from London, Rebecca Shaeffer, a strategic caseworker for Fair Trials International. Has worked on similar sort of cases before. Good to have you on the programme. What is the situation at the moment? Have Saudi Arabia asked for him to be extradited from Malaysia?
It appears so. We understood that Malaysia had made statements that they had received a request through Interpol to make the arrest, although I understand now Interpol has confirmed that they didn't have anything to do with it, which is a relief because it would have been a major violation of Interpol's constitution if they had anything to do with this sort of arrest. Unfortunately, we see too often that Interpol does release red notices that are abusive prosecutions from persecutory countries.
So what's going to happen to Kashgari now? What are you going to do to try and help him?
Well, I understand that he should be seen not as a fugitive. Malaysia should be seeing him not as a fugitive, as somebody to be arrested on behalf of Saudi Arabia, but rather as an asylum seeker who should be protected from return to Saudi Arabia. And I think the entire international community will be calling on Malaysia to do so.
And in that case, where does the law stand?
Well, Malaysia, as far as I understand, doesn't have an extradition treaty with Saudi Arabia, but they do have obligations under international law to protect people who are being persecuted for religious or political reasons. Instead, they're treating this journalist as a fugitive just because they received a request either from Interpol or from Saudi Arabia. It's not clear who. And
presumably you're trying to clear all this up, as are other human rights groups, with the Malaysian authorities. What do you know of the circumstances in which Kashgari is being held at the moment?
Well, it's difficult to know. We don't have any of that sort of information yet. All we know are these sort of statements by Malaysia that they received a request from Interpol to do the arrest. Interpol saying they didn't make the request, so Interpol needs to intervene and clear things up with Malaysia as soon as possible.
Well, do keep us up to date, Rebecca. Thank you very much indeed. That's Rebecca Shaeffer talking to us from London.